Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Izzati Hasanah and I'm from SMA in 1 Mataraman in South Kalimantan. Today we will going to debate and I become the first speaker of government team. The motion is this house would arrange students in classroom based on their intelligence and academic performance rather than on their age. Because I'm the first speaker, so I will give the definition and the parameter before I start my argument. So, the first keyword is arrange student in classroom. Arrange student in classroom is mean that collect and organizing student into a classroom. And then the second keyword is intelligence and academic performance. There is meaning that an IQ and ability and knowledge skill student also their grade. I parametering this debate only in senior high school level and then only for public school. Let's move on to my argument. Dear ladies and gentlemen, I really agree with this motion that this house would arrange students in classroom based on their intelligence and academic performance rather than on their age. And I really believe with this motion and I really agree with this motion. So I have three reasons why I really agree with this motion, and then why we need to do this program. Firstly, it will be more fair for the student. It will be more fair for registering the school, for entering the school because of their intelligence and their academic performance. For the registering senior high school, the student with the good intelligence and the good academic performance must be on priority. Must be on priority to enter the senior high school than people who has old enough. The student will study and trying so hard to entering the school, to entering the classroom, because if the program is arranged student in classroom based on their intelligence and academic performance, it will be more worth it, and because they will think about their grade. So I really believe with this motion. Like for the evidence is, in Jakarta in 2020 there was a polemic because of the new regulation for from age to student for registering. The regulation before is more worth it, like the path joining, it's more worth it for we to entering the school than age to age. And because of this regulation, there are so many students cannot entering the public school, so they must go on private school, or maybe they cannot go to school, cannot entering the classroom, cannot entering this senior high school because their age is not old enough. Because of that, the poor student, I'm sorry, but the poor student cannot go to the private school. Like all of them all know that the private school is more higher, that have to paying a lot of money. And how about the poor student that cannot pay the payment? So I really agree with this motion. So we have to do this program that arrange students in classroom based on their intelligence and academic performance rather than on their age. Let's move on to my third argument. If the student is old enough, is prioritizing, so it's okay. But the student who have a good intelligence and good academic performance, it's more be on the prioritize. At the 2019, to registering the school have a path achievement in max to only 50%, and path joining in 80%, and they are not based on their age, and this regulation is more worth it than from their age. It's more better than we have to register based on age. So the government must give more chance to the student with good intelligence, like 30% in path achievement. So the student will trying so hard to study. So student is it will be more fair for the education in Indonesia, and then student in old enough and path joining after the path achievement. That's why I really agree with this motion that this house would arrange students in classroom based on their intelligence and academic performance rather than on their age. I close my case. Thank you so much.